Okay, now I'll pass it to Pierrick and Ludovic to share the testimony you've all been waiting for.
Great. So just before we start, let me provide you with a quick overview of the Somfy and Oplead story through 3 important dates that will help you understand their journey better. The first one is December 2013, which goes back to the beginning of our partnership when Somfy chose Oplead as their lead management solution to handle their leads in France.
That allowed on the second important date, which is in February 2014, so between the time of the agreement and the implementation and deployment of the solution. So it was very short.
It was 3 months. In February 2014, we started rolling out the lean management program in France. And the third date, it is today. Presently, Oplead is deployed in a total of 14 countries in collaboration with Somfy, covering a wide global footprint. These 14 countries, which will be shown in the upcoming slide, obviously include France, which is the country of reference and serves as the benchmark for comparison purposes in this context. We are in the process of changing slides, Jean-Bernard. Therefore, I took the initiative and added a fancy globe to really accentuate the international aspect and make it stand out. We started, it's the order, it was funny, but from France, we traveled to Singapore. After that, we traveled to Australia, North America, the USA, Canada, and finally to India. And then after this big trip around the world, we started to get a little closer to France. So Italy, Spain, Morocco, Poland, Czech Republic, Greece, Lebanon, Cyprus, Romania. All this to tell you that Oplead is now available in 11 languages and is being deployed and used in these 14 countries with Somfy. Apart from the international aspect, there is another crucial aspect, which is the approach we were able to have together with Somfy to co-develop Oplead, specifically on modules that are widely used by Somfy. Ludovic will elaborate on this later because he places a significant amount of importance on the consumer satisfaction module. It is one thing to have leads managed by resellers, but having the perception and feedback from consumers is genuinely interesting and provides valuable insights. We highly value the collaborative effort and the opportunity to work closely with Somfy in this regard. The qualification module in that place as well, it is the Somfy process. We will talk about it at a later time. And obviously, internationalization, because translating a platform is great, but making sure that it is used on a daily basis by individuals from all around the world, that ensures that we have fulfilled all of their requirements. Here are the 3 tiny landmarks. Then we will commence chatting with Ludovic. So we have 3 questions to ask him during the conversation. So the first thing, which is a bit general, is to ask Ludovic why at Somfy you guys started a lead management program and what importance you specifically give to this program in the company's strategy.
Finally, we've been doing lean management for several years, even before we started working together, Pierrick, back in December 2013. We were in the process of implementing lean management, but regrettably, it just wasn't living up to our needs and expectations. We would get requests from consumers, and then we would pass them on to our partner installers to be processed and finalized, ensuring a smooth and efficient experience for our valued clients. Ultimately, consumers were not necessarily happy about the situation because their main need was to have access to pre-sales information from customer service. Some of them had real projects, but these projects did not meet the criteria of what we consider today as hot leads. As a result, our installer partners were not satisfied because, despite receiving a lot of leads, they were unable to generate business from them. Additionally, at that time, we would simultaneously send leads to multiple installers to ensure that the consumer was taken care of. However, this approach proved to be ineffective in the end, further exacerbating the dissatisfaction among our installer partners who were unable to convert these leads into successful business opportunities. And when there was a real project in the end, we would put our partners in competition. So it wasn't exactly the healthiest situation either. Consequently, our installer partners were not pleased, and our consumers were equally dissatisfied with the situation. So it was at that moment when we said to ourselves, let's take control of the program once again. Let's really create a proper process behind it. Let's ensure we have a solid plan in place. We made multiple attempts and tried out different strategies for a period of at least 1 year. The project was started in January 2013, and to this day, we are continuously working on improving the process and making ongoing enhancements. But anyhow, the process we implemented in February of the year 2014 is still the process we have at the present time, even though he's doing well.
Very good, very clear. On the second point, what was the reason behind your decision to choose Oplead? With a slightly broader perspective, could you please elaborate on the key factors that contribute to a successful launch with this multiple experience? I would greatly appreciate your insights and expertise in this matter. What are the factors that contribute to its functionality or enable it to operate effectively and efficiently?
When initiating a PI, in any case, we consistently utilize the identical approach as we possess a well-established process that we have diligently refined over the course of many years. The solution, that's where Oplead was also important in our lead management approach, is that Oplead managed to adapt the solution to our process. There was also a lot of co-development. Yeah, we actually qualify our leads. 100% of our leads are qualified by phone. So we needed to have a qualification module, a lead tracking module for resellers, and a satisfaction module. And the process in the end, we almost duplicated as is. So yeah, we do make adaptations based on the countries. I would not be telling the truth if I said that lean management in France is exactly the same as lean management in Morocco or Lebanon. It is not necessarily the same lean management, but the core principles are ultimately common. So today, when we do a launch, we're able to pull off a launch in 3-4 weeks. In about 3 to 4 weeks between the training of Somfy interns, training of local resellers, and the deployment of the platform, since today, we have been able to define a launch process that is quite clear and actually corresponds to our way of operating. And in the key success factors, I see that Muriel is there among the participants. So she's the one in charge of the international part for Somfy and in the deployment of lean management. Don't start lead management just to start lead management. It would be ridiculous to operate like that, launching one country after another. First, they need to have fuel to consume lead management. So they need to already have a minimum of leads. You know, it's something you can improve for acquisition. There are digital strategies to use, but it takes effort. It is necessary to have a network of installers. If you do not possess a network of installers, you are unable to initiate lead management. It is essential to have individuals on the ground. In France, we heavily rely on our salespeople for supporting installers in the successful implementation of lean management strategies. And there must be resources, at the very least internally and centrally, in what we refer to as subsidiaries, to oversee and function somewhat like the conductors of this process and ensure its smooth operation. So some fuel, a good engine, the Oplead solution that is well suited for us, our commercial teams, our central teams that have the ability to handle that, and a network of installers that we rely on for implementation.
After 8 years of experience, what are the benefits of this program?
The level of satisfaction experienced by consumers in the present day when we transfer a lead to one of our partner installers. Presently, we are fortunate enough to possess 3 networks of partner installers who are truly exceptional and of the highest quality. The Somfy experts, the official Somfy electrician partners, and Somfy assistants. As soon as we have a need that comes from the consumer today, we are able to connect them and find the right partner based on their needs. It is of utmost importance, and it enables us to maintain an outstanding customer satisfaction rating of 4.7 out of 5 among consumers, which is crucial for our success. That's pretty positive. The installers are also commonly found in this particular field, and we successfully generate revenue to provide them with a source of income. The installers who perform the best have conversion rates that are exceptionally high. Beyond 50%, the average rate of top-notch transportation that we send them is at 34% and significantly contributes to their success. I was merely perusing these numbers earlier today. It is rather favorable for the installers as they are able to generate some income, thereby resulting in their overall satisfaction and happiness. Consumers are happy, rating at 4.7 out of 5. I don't see why I wouldn't be happy.
In any case, Eximfin would not be pleased with that.
Despite the fact that there is still stuff to do, there is still a large number of things to do. We are always striving to improve our processes. That is why feedback from customer satisfaction surveys is of utmost importance to us and plays a vital role in our continuous efforts towards enhancement. Every investigation is verified by my team. No investigation is received without being checked. We award points to our partner installers when they receive a negative rating because it is something that can occur. The concept is to provide support to them. The idea is not just to say, well, you got a bad grade, too bad, on to the next one. That is not the idea at all. The idea is truly to provide support to them in their efforts to locate the key point that will hinder the recurrence of the bad grade. Despite being rated 4.7 out of 5, we must admit that we don't have a lot of bad reviews.
The results are currently at a good level, a very good level. I would like to express my gratitude to you, Ludovic.